This is Cast of Wonders, the young adult fiction podcast featuring stories of the fantastic. Welcome. Episode 478. I'm Jeremy Carter, your host for this episode and the audio producer at Cast of Wonders. Every year, Cast of Wonders highlights some of our favourite episodes from the previous year. It's a great chance for us to take a bit of a breather and let you, our listeners, catch up on any missed back episodes with new commentary from a different member of the crew. My staff pick from 2021 is Three Monsters That Are Not Metaphors by Danny Atkinson, which originally aired on April 12th, 2021 as one of our Little Wonders episodes. Danny Atkinson is an author in southern Alberta, Canada, who thought that as an introverted book-loving computer junkie she was primed for the quarantine lockdowns to be a breeze. That lasted for a couple weeks until she missed the library so much and became so desperate for company that she started a teddy bear book club. Danny's brown bear Teddy most enjoyed reading and discussing the picture books Danny brought home from her year in Japan, while Baz the polar bear plushie favoured old back issues of fantasy magazines and comics. Their tastes may or may not have been influenced by what they were actually able to hold up when Danny was posing them. Danny's short fiction has previously appeared in Daily Science Fiction, Cast of Wonders, and the It Came from Miskatonic University anthology from Broken Eye Books. She sporadically blogs at www.dejadrew.dreamwidth.org. The narrator for today's story is Catherine Inskip. Catherine Inskip is the editor for Cast of Wonders. She teaches astrophysics for a living and spends her spare time populating the universe with worlds of her own. You can find more of her stories and poems at Motherboard, The June's Teeth, Lunar Station Quarterly, Abyss in Apex, and Polu Texting. And now, we've a tale to tell.
Three Monsters That Are Not Metaphors by Danny Atkinson. Narrated by Catherine Inskip. 1. The Kelpie is not a metaphor for depression. You're kind of like a metaphor for depression, though, I tell her, and she snorts angrily. Her hide twitches, dark and sticky as tar pits. Just because she's deceptively appealing and wants to trap me and drag me down into cold grey waters means nothing. Just because I am already drowning does not make it a metaphor. The offended Kelpie tosses her wet mane and stamps her hoof as she flounces away. The hoof prints she leaves behind fill up immediately with muddy water and mosquito larvae. 2. The brownie is not a metaphor for my ADHD. True, brownies are household sprites that are supposed to be benevolent and help with chores about the home, but two can instead turn against you according to rules you don't understand and never remember. Yes, he is now pranking me by hiding my keys and pens and purse. Everything I set down disappears when I look away. The brownie is sitting in a corner, glaring balefully from under his brown hood. He crosses hairy arms and grumbles in Gaelic. I have ADHD, and I have an angry brownie, and similarities between these things are coincidental. Every flat surface is covered in mugs. Some are offerings of cream and honey for the brownie. Some are mugs of tea that I made and forgot I made, so I made another mug of tea. I can't remember which is which. The brownie drinks out of them both. 3. The Banshee wailing at the windows is not a metaphor for anxiety. I was already afraid to leave the house without her. I already have trouble sleeping. She's not a symbol for anything happening in my head. I check anyway. Are you a metaphor for my anxiety? I ask her, opening the window for a moment to the screaming storm. She stares with hollow, haunted eyes. Something terrible is coming, she informs me, her voice climbing to a shriek at the end. I know. I always know that, I tell her. She starts crying. Something terrible is always about to happen. I wail and wail, but it doesn't make anything better, and I'm so scared, and I want it all to stop. I see hoofprints on the ground around the Banshee's swirling skirts. They are full of muddy water. It might be from the rain. I invite the Banshee inside. She floats over a chair. I look at the nearby coffee table, and I see that the mugs are gone, save 3. All 3 are steaming. The Brownie pushes 2 of them towards me, saying something stern and guttural. I think it's a rhyming couplet. One mug smells like vanilla and bergamot. The other smells like chamomile. I bring the chamomile to the Banshee. We all sit together, drinking tea, while the rain lashes outside. The rain might be a metaphor. Or maybe not. But tea is real.
Why is this my staff pick for 2021? I'm sure everyone has met somebody that thinks fantasy and fairy tales don't have any connection to reality. But in reality, they have so much to tell us about the world we live in. This staff pick goes out to everyone that thinks fantasy and fairy tale doesn't have something to do with the real world. Join us again next time when editorial assistant and associate editor Amy Brennan brings you her favourite story of the year. We love bringing you the best audio fiction week after week, but we can't do it without your support. Your donations pay our authors, our narrators, our servers and our staff. Please consider supporting us with a monthly donation through either PayPal or Patreon. You can also review us on Apple Podcasts, request us on Spotify, and consider the stories we publish for award consideration. There are lots of ways you can help. Join the discussion on the EA forum, forum.escapeartists.net, or EA Discord. Visit on Twitter @Cast of Wonders. Come say hello. Cast of Wonders is a production of Escape Artists Incorporated and is brought to you by editor Catherine Inskip, assistant editors Andrew K. Ho and Carissa Sluss, editorial assistant Amy Brennan, associate editors Amy Brennan, Alicia Caparasso, William Height Minor, Umaira Hussain, Sean Proctor, Ray O, Susie Rodriguez, Emma Smales and Denise Siddell. And we'd like to take a moment to introduce our new associate editors who joined us in November 2021. Cami Adams, Tanya Aidelit, Rian Bowley, Sumto Iheswe, Cup Hukob, Amanda Kong, Samuel Poots, Rin Richmond, Art Director Alexis Goebel, Community Manager Denise Siddell, and our audio producer is me, Jeremy Carter. Our episodes are released under the Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives 4.0 International License. That means you can download or listen to the episode on any device you like, but you can't change it or sell it. Our theme music is Appeal to Heavens by Alexei Nov, available from Promo DJ or his Facebook page. Thanks for listening.